Hello, I'm Don Benton, and since first elected, I've stood firmly against tax increases, especially property tax increases, because I believe two things. First, government doesn't own wealth. They get it from you and me. Second, government doesn't produce wealth. Only we do, and only in the private sector is tax revenue generated to pay for government programs. When legislation comes before me for new government programs, it must pass three tests. First, is it really needed? Second, can it be done more efficiently in the private sector, thereby creating jobs that recontribute to the tax base? And finally, if it's worthy of my vote, its funding must come from existing revenues rather than from new taxes. I will continue to support legislation that shrinks government, promotes job growth, improves the economy, and protects our free enterprise system. In an economy where your grocery bills are climbing and gas prices are higher than they've ever been, the last thing you should have to worry about is the government coming in and taking more of your hard-earned money. During my time in the Senate, I have focused on bringing thousands of jobs to Clark County. I supported legislation that brought the expansion of SEH America and helped convince Taiwan Semiconductor to build their chip plant here rather than in another country. I aggressively support our Clark County Skills Center, which prepares our young people for good-paying jobs after high school. And in addition to creating new jobs, I'm committed to protecting the job you already have. My opponent supports tolls on our interstate bridges, even though it would cost our citizens jobs. Essentially, tolling is a clever way of charging you an enormous tax just to get to work every day. This is exactly why I oppose tolling on the very bridges your tax dollars have already paid for. Now, protecting our children has always been an important priority for me in the Senate, and I've introduced many bills focused on keeping predators away from children. A young girl named Chelsea Harrison was murdered right here in Vancouver by a man that should have been in jail for life. He was released on a loophole, and Chelsea Harrison and her family paid the ultimate price. This past legislative session, the governor signed my Chelsea Harrison Act into law, closing that loophole permanently. Now, there is more to be done, and I will continue to fight for our children's safety. I remain steadfastly opposed to runaway government growth and government bureaucracy and ever-increasing taxes. I renew this promise today. That's why I've signed the No New Tax Pledge, making the promise that my opponent refuses to make to you. It has been an honor serving you, and has certainly been my privilege. I humbly ask for your vote. Thank you.